try to get the lighting a bit of look up and see if you see yourself properly. All right, so for those who will come on, if you see us, oh, good night, everyone. Um, we're just making sure the lighting is as best as possible. All right, so we're gonna give a little time for persons to come on, and as we have indicated, when you come on, you just say who you are, where you're from, healings basically, and we'll give you a heal back. But yeah, nevertheless, we just want to say again, welcome to another Conversation with the Lees. And we want to welcome all our new subscribers. We're taking our time moving up and we give God thanks. Again, we want to say to everyone, all our subscribers, if there's something that you want us to discuss, to have a conversation around, feel free to indicate, and we'll facilitate. Right? We are very straight talking, and we give our honest opinion on things. So as you come on, hey Laura, happy to have you. Happy to have you.
Yeah, welcome,
As
welcome.
you come on, as you come on, and as you give your thoughts, your opinion on things, we will also, give our thoughts on it and things. Um, we definitely want to. I not well. I know I have the flag I bought because I should have probably carried home by now because um I have it at work. I should have carried home like how Brazil gone home. I should have carried home and stick it in my flower spots in the flowers jar right here. So um because yeah, it was a bittersweet moment. um this World Cup has been a difference. It has come with a difference, and yeah, Brazil is out. A whole lot of the big teams have gone. The only two big teams, known big teams now, that is in the competition are Argentina and France. Croatia now by extension, because they have been, giant killers for a while now. So they have now step up in the ranks to be numbered among the big ones. And the African giant, as it were, Morocco, is still in the running. They're in the semifinals, and quite frankly, I would not be surprised if Morocco beats France, because they are a very strategic team and then play defense very well. So I would not be surprised if Morocco score one goal and hold it out against France. And then you have Croatia versus Argentina. And yes, I don't think I've gotten much stick for it still. To say, as a Brazilian fan, I have high hopes that Messi will carry home the World Cup. And I'm cheering for Argentina. I'm cheering for Messi. Yes, he deserves something. So I hope Messi carry to him. Mbappe was from France. He might have enough. He might have a couple more years left to do something for himself. Right? So we really hope that Messi carry to him. So if you're on the live, you can, of course, as we say, indicate who you are. Say hi to us, and we definitely heal up back. All right. Um, for those who are, we know that not everybody celebrate Christmas, in terms of the whole fanfare and Christmas tree and Christmas light, right? But I can remember, and Michelle can say if she, also that I can remember there were Christmas songs when I was a little boy that we used to really really love hearing, and quite frankly, the Christmas season bring on a very nice family vibe, a friendly vibe, a happy vibe, and there were some Christmas songs that normally you would hear. No, I'm not gonna say that we're gonna sing in a Christmas carol, right? But if you remember your favorite ones, you can. I mean, you tell us what were the ones that that were your favorites. Um, for me, I loved our Jamaican Christmas carols. There's one that was called Santa Ketchup in a Mango Tree. I think that was one that was very, very popular. Um, there's another one that I think with the group name. Oh Jesus, is Chalice or I don't remember the other group. The group. This a group with this blind guy. Well, not really blind, but in almost blind, and
Fab
he
Five.
Fab Five. Yes, think of Fab Five the name. Right, Fab Five. They also did one. I can't remember it now.
I
But
saw mommy kissing Santa. No.
no man, that well, I don't know.
Breadfruit roasting on an
Yes,
open fire. Yeah,
because
that
what
one.
they do covers of
Mm.
the popular ones, but they put a twist on it and them sing it in a Jamaican style.
Newtown
Um,
carols.
right. So them not sing it like how the Americans or whoever else originate the song them sing it. So the Jamaican style of singing carols was what I appreciated the most. Yeah. So if you guys come on and you will have your Christmas carols that you remember, feel free to tell us the ones that you
Are
you
your
you
Hanukkah
remember.
songs?
Well, yes, because I mean the opposite are the
The Jews don't
comparative,
celebrate.
right? The comparative
Celebrate
seasons
Hanukkah.
is Hanukkah, where in the Western world celebrate Christmas. And to be honest, I've never I, I don't remember watching a show because it's the same type of the things them do in Hanukkah. In Hanukkah.
Hanukkah, I think you get what? 21. I don't, either 7 or 21 gifts until Christmas.
Oh,
And it's a better celebration if you look on it in a sense.
I know they don't do well. They don't do about
Mm-mm.
fandangles like what
It's more
the
sacred
rest.
for
Yeah.
them.
No, I don't. I'm not. There's a show about it because I don't remember like studying it or having a full understanding or appreciation of what Anika really really means or whatever. I should do a research on that. Yeah, but Abigail Barrett, hey,
Hey,
I have a welcome. Right. So if you can remember any Christmas carols that you remember as a child or even know that you still love, you can tell us. Um, and of course we'll try to remember them with you. But as I said, most of the ones that I loved were the ones that were done in Jamaican style. Yeah. Really appreciated those. Um, while you do that and while you're thinking and those who are coming on, we're going to be hey Ron.
Aaron, welcome.
Good night, man. While we're on the topic of music, we have been toying around this topic for a while, and we say we wanted to throw it out there and get the opinion of all our subscribers. Um, let me read from the phone. Abby says, no matter if you're T or if you're Dread, that was if you
No
have a
matter
crown
if
upon
you
your
teeth
head.
or your dread, if
Ernie
you have
Ernie Ernie
Ernie
Smith.
Smith. Yeah, I think it's Ernie.
No matter if you have no heart
Up
at
and
all,
tall
Jesus bring love
to one and all.
to one.
That's a good one
Yeah,
too.
that was Ernest Smith, and Ernest Smith is a Rastafarian man. But
Yeah.
it was one of the popular songs, very popular. Let me see if we can remember some more, because I tried to remember the one that
I'm
Fab Five.
dreaming of a Irie
Yeah,
Christmas.
right,
That's a good
right,
one
right,
too.
right.
That was a
Um,
lovely one.
And I said most of what was done wasn't done.
And Santa catch up in a mango tree.
I said that one. That
Oh,
was
you did?
yeah.
Okay.
That was the one
That's the
I
one.
remember. I remember.
And Master Griffith, the late Master Griffith did one about some
Master
Santa
Griffiths
coming
not
in the
Master
ghetto.
Griffiths. She did.
Not Master Griffith.
Oh, gonna say.
Carlene Davis. I'm
Right,
sorry.
right.
Carlene Davis. The one that she said, I don't see Santa coming in the ghetto.
Yeah,
That's a good
Santa
one.
Claus. Do you ever come to the
Santa
ghetto?
Claus,
Yeah,
do
yeah.
you ever come to the ghetto? That's a good one.
Let me see if we can find the Jamaican style one.
Style. Interesting. Yeah.
Oh yes, make
And
the Christmas sketch you in a good mood.
Oh, yeah, that's
This was
one of
the
my
one.
favorites.
Make the Christmas sketch you feeling fine. Alright, we can't. I know for copyright, but I go play it.
Yeah, but the
Because I
truth
try to
is,
remember it.
this I don't think this is a Jamaican one. But hello there, Merry Christmas, how you been? Now we're seeing that in my style.
Yeah. Yeah. Merry Christmas, how you doing?
It's been a long.
It's been a long time. G Weez's Christmas.
G Weez's
Yeah,
Christmas.
that's the one. I don't know who's singing, but that's one that
I
was.
think Colin Davis do it over as well.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great one.
Yeah.
And I mean, there are some other international ones that you use in the church, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
Holy
then
Night. Oh
yeah.
no, I love Mariah Carey one.
Yes, I think Mariah Carey's songs, Christmas.
used to make
Even I was reading something the other day that her Christmas album again in this year made probably like 100 or something million this year again, and that album was done maybe
it's a very old.
maybe 10
Actually,
years
had the
ago.
CD somebody bought me,
Mm-hmm.
and the cassette, but the both of them kind of scratchy.
Yeah.
But
So yeah, I remember some others, but we can't go into all of them right now. But the topic we wanted to look at tonight, as I said, because we've been turning around it for a little while, and it's still on the topic of music. There are some songs that we hear, for example, sung by the Soul's artists about love song, basically love songs, which I think I was in my mind. I'm wondering what were they thinking when they wrote some of these songs, because I don't think them. I mean, I don't know if it's just
maybe it's experience, maybe someone with a little higher tipsy. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they were tipsy. All right. For example, there's one of them say, "I will cross the ocean for you. I will go and bring you the moon." How do you sing that? Let me see who sing it. Because
I don't think who sing it is really relevant.
It probably won't matter. But what were I'm saying, how does a love song, all these soul songs are constructed? What is the thought process? Is it just a matter of saying, putting words together that will ignite a thought for two persons who are in love?
I think some of them is from experience, like what people would really want to do if it was possible. So it's metaphor where they must say basically, man, if I have the Superman power like the cartoons, girl, this is what I'll do for you, or boy, this is just know that I'll do this for you. But I think it's kind of corny in a sense because you know you can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
But nevertheless, you promise you will do it. But it still touches the heart of some people.
So let's examine. I won't go into all of the verses, but let's examine. It says, the chorus says, "I will cross the ocean for you. I'll go and bring you the moon. I'll be your hero, your strength, anything you need. I'll be the sun in your sky.
Oh, they know the sun is a fireball.
I will light your way for all time. Promise you, for you I will. Yes, I will." All right, as Michelle said, them sound nice, them sound good, but
I don't know. I think
realism don't play.
For example, the Michelle in, I would say, the 90s, like being a teenager, and maybe I'll be twisting my leg, somebody singing that to me, so oh my god, but The Michelle who is in 2022 would say, "Oh, really? Okay." And it's a nice gesture and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But I can see when you're a very young person, all you think about is a metaphorical meaning, and
Yeah.
yeah, we get to it. You feel kind of nice and special. But as you grow older and you hear them, you say, okay, and how do you intend to come back alive? And those type of thing. But it still touches people.
So in reality, then these songs was them as them write them, and those who are coming on, you can still we're just looking at it on a music type of theme
Team, yeah.
reasoning. But if you remember your Christmas carol, please
You
as a
can do
jump
it.
in, please tell us what it was. Um, but I'm thinking though along the same line about the love songs, some of the love songs that we hear. Is it that realism don't really it don't sell?
Honestly,
I think that is it, realism and being realistic in your songs, it don't necessarily sell, but that mushy feeling, that impossible reach.
the impossibility of it all makes it accepting, maybe.
Yeah.
Because even R. Kelly, he writes, I believe I can fly, I believe I can touch the sky, and those things.
I mean, that's
And
kind of inspirational.
yeah,
I
because,
think, although I think probably Bigfoot,
well,
Bigfoot. What's his name? I said
I'm
Bigfoot.
not sure something about that.
What's his name?
Rainford,
No man, no man,
from the American Idol
no
winner,
man. Man, talk the pastor
Ruben.
man,
Okay, okay.
the Augustone.
Oh, Lord.
We need to take it serious.
This is
I
where you're
don't know.
going.
The song was written. The
This
song
is
was
where
written long,
you're going.
long after him dead still. Bedward, he had his followers and he decided to. He told them that he could fly and he
Yeah,
went
he
on the
could
roof.
fly.
I went somewhere and he jumped off and
And that was
he actually
it.
didn't fly. He died.
That was it. I mean, maybe he
His
believed,
faith was
but
that
believe
strong.
kill and it cures. So that one killed,
That one killed.
and
Yeah.
that's what it is. But I mean, you have some
But
songs.
that is a very inspirational song though.
Yeah,
There's another one. I'm trying to remember it, Lord Jesus.
you know
Um,
the name of the artist.
no, man, what name of the artist? Uh,
In what genre?
no, man, the same thing they write about. I try to remember it now.
But there was one that you did use, Oh God, I don't know if it was Seven
I
Candles.
no, I find I what I find is that back in the day, the artists, the older artists, they were singing more realistic songs. Um, you have you have people like Teddy Pendergrass, um, Lionel Richie,
Yeah,
um, what's his
Luther,
name?
no?
Luther Vandross, yeah. And guys, I know, I know, I know that somebody's dudes are these men were not of,
Don't.
yeah. So we understand that, but we still have to look upon the facts of why some of the songs that they wrote, realistically it makes
Right.
sense, and two, they for those and for those who are like older than me and even in my age group, when we usually listen to them, they sparked interest. They make you think about being in love or somebody who you love and so forth, right?
Yeah.
But at least they use realistic words.
Yeah,
um
because even oh God, this one that Mama used to love, Percy Sledge. As a
mhm.
child, Jesus, when a man love and mess with, when a
And I
man loves
think
a
something
woman,
did over,
it's
what's
like
his
she's
name?
sending a message or something.
Something did it over back. What name again? Oh Jesus.
I just know the
The
Percy
brown,
Sledge.
the brown brother. Oh, Michael Bolton.
Oh, Michael Bolton.
Yeah, he did a cover of it.
Baby.
Yeah, that was a very, I mean, a very nice
There was
song.
this, as I talk about Michael Bolton, there was one with James Ingram about, oh Lord, Jesus, it's about something like I love you, but I don't love you like I should, or someone I mess it. What is he saying to you? Then I don't love you like you want me to, or someone another.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so some of these songs sounds like confession. No,
You
I
mean?
don't have the heart to hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
What may I say? But if you don't, I don't have the heart to.
Mm-hmm.
But someone about as long as you want me to, I look into them and say, all right, say you don't have the heart to hurt her, but don't you know you're hurting her by even singing this very song? 'Cause you're telling
No, I think the dude was just saying like he said, and in fact he said, "I don't have the heart to hurt to love
to
you,
love you, not the
not the
way
way you
you
want
want
me
me
to."
to.
So it's sound like a somebody that in
And you're
not
so
supposed to.
trusting and
It sound like a somebody that in not supposed to be with.
but are not. I mean, say all right, say for instance that don't say he have a significant other, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's singing that song. And I know it's not me must sing it too. That's a more problem than I can. Because
No, 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 no. All right. I think the ladies who are married to these artists knows that they are doing a job. So the songs that they may write are not songs that necessarily reflect their relationship,
they sing
or
because such conviction.
except for like what's his name? Um Babyface.
Oh,
I know a lot of the
he's
songs
good with
that
his
Babyface
songs.
wrote. He wrote those songs based on his own relationship. And
Okay.
what was kind of hurting or hurtful to me was that he eventually got divorced.
Oh yeah, because
I mean, that was
yeah,
rough.
his ex-wife married to with a guy that named the footballer. He was an inspirational. He is inspirational too. I think he's Leon someone.
Who that?
I used to watch him on an MTV.
I don't know. I don't know who that
Baby
person is.
say, but they have a good relationship. Babyface actually they had talk and all of
Hmm.
them something there and whatnot. So I think it was a good with him. And very strange.
um, but yeah, guys. So you can also give us your thoughts. Um, on the topic regarding love songs. Do you think they have to be realistic or don't matter? Right? Because I think some of them are like out of the way. I'm trying to find somewhere. I had it in my head, but I should write it down on paper. Should I know that by now? All right, I'm trying to find some more. There was a song. I won't say all of it, but the man was dying, but he saw the sun, this
The
is
star, the
it,
moon.
yeah, and he saw the mountains in the river. He saw heaven. I won't talk about the rest of it. Again, me don't know if these were thoughtful
Are
or
true.
thought through. Can you just write the songs them, and apparently the songs were just to evoke emotion, which I think most writers do. Because I know R. Kelly wrote a lot of songs for like other artists, even Whitney Houston and so forth. And it seems that the boy when they pen these songs, they just pen it with with rhyme, and at the same time with this fictitious mindset, I think. Not realistically. Trying to find some more. Um, but there are some that I'm seeing here that are I don't know them, but I won't get into that.
Hey,
Um, it says let me
I
see.
mean, even some of the Christmas. You have people who sing beautiful Christmas carols. I don't even think them. But God, that they're not there, but I think they're inspired somewhere there
Mm-hmm.
to do so. Because and they're saying, "Oh, holy night." I mean, you can critique it. You can
Mm-hmm.
keep a
No,
night
go ahead,
going.
go ahead.
The stars are brightly shining. I mean, though, and people may say,
But remember I mean, based on the script, the story of the birth of Christ,
"Major."
right? There was the stars that were in the
Mhm.
sky that led the wise men.
I mean, that's why I said song like those for me it is relevant,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not out of season for me. Versus even the Jamaican ones, they're more on for me the fun side. Like I'm in a good mood,
Mm-hmm.
even if you're not feeling the vibes. Once you start singing them, you just you get that feel of Christmas coming on, and it does change you if you're feeling like like a down or something. It lifts you. So
I
I mean, it all have its place. And I think one of the reasons why they're so loved is because it's not all through the ear. You hear them
Let me ask a question
as
now.
well.
Anybody here would want to have Christmas all year round. There's one a song that
There is
let's make
another
Christmas the whole year
the
round.
whole way around. That's the same
Any,
top five.
anybody would love to have Christmas all year round. What do you think?
I wouldn't want the Christmas all year round, but I would love the spirit and the humanitarianness of people to
Mm-hmm.
be that way. Like carry over in the air. I mean, even if you not can't get up eat Christmas pudding every day and drink up these things, it'll be like a balloon. But if the spirit and the consciousness, the
Mm-hmm.
love that is shown amongst each other, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for that reason, yeah, of course. Laura said something. Of course I
Laura
would.
said no.
Oh, yeah, because uh, most of
Why
it
would
is
you want to have
it's
Christmas
too
all
much
year round?
spending. It's a commercial thing. It's most of the time it's not even about what it should be about. You understand? It's just like some people are so merry and coming down to Christmas, they're drunk. They're not even in their right mind.
So the person who, because I remember, and I've heard person say, "Boy, there was Christmas every day. There was every day was Christmas." And I think that, and I think like how you did say, "Boy,
The humanitarian.
yes," and then the spirit of it, and the part that where
It would
people
have
coming
lost
together.
its edge. It would have lost even its significance.
So like I say, yes, it's commercial. Once a year is plenty, you know.
Yeah. And there's some people that is so addicted to Christmas, they would have broke them. I don't know. I
I
think people
I
would be in
think
debt more.
I think it will be boring
Exactly.
to have Christmas every
Exactly.
single day. I remember the show where
Oh,
Groundhog Day.
Brown had it. But you
Ground.
have a movie also
Mm-hmm.
wherein Christmas keep repeating, and the lady who found that Christmas is repeating, it
Mm-hmm.
becomes boring for her.
It would
It
become
become
boring.
boring for her, and she get tired of it. She start go to all the parties and everyone. She took a back up. She said, alright, and she says skip. And so after she realized that she within herself had the power to change the wish that she made,
Mm-hmm.
because she basically wished for Christmas all year round,
Yeah.
and
And
she got it, and then she realized it wasn't all that. She was getting tired of the same thing. So basically, no. But I think what we need to do too is put back the real meaning of it too,
mm-hmm.
in it, instead of the commercialism of buying and this.
I wouldn't want to have Christmas every year. And I think there are some things that should have there's something once a year.
Once.
Easter happen once a year as them have it here because you know I eat one lunches every single day.
Just like when you can
Um,
skip Valentine's.
right. No, but come to think of it, I was watching something regarding, and we know the origin of Valentine's Day, but I heard this I think this pastor guy was saying that Valentine's for him is not he's celebrating his love for his wife. That's what Valentine's mean for him. But I'm thinking there are some things to me where me does not go support. You know, I mean the essence of it, the ethos of it, me not go support because it it's not gonna take away the facts. So we know the facts. It's not going to take away the fact that I know the fact. So yeah, that we can. I'll always skip that.
I mean, but they should do basically, 'cause even Valentine, everything is basically that we celebrate is commercialism. If you look into it, it's all about the selling and the money, and because of that, sometimes it loses its essence. You understand? The only thing I love about some of these holidays is the only time I see some people walking our service.
Mm-hmm.
The place pack out, basically.
A whole lot of people come to church,
Mm.
especially upon Christmas Day and
And
New
with
Year's
service
Eve.
being online now, that goodly change. Like I was saying to somebody today, say, okay, so Christmas is going to fall on a Sunday, so it may
Mm-hmm.
have the place being packed out. And
Mm-hmm.
the person said to me, don't forget that you have online service now all over the world. People have choices.
Mm-hmm.
They can stay at their house.
So one. So I looked at one of the love songs that was to me
Mm-hmm.
way off. This is one that was done by Kenny Latimore. Now this one to
Oh.
me make more sense. The man said, "For you, I give a lifetime of stability. Anything you want of me, nothing is impossible. For you, there's no words or ways to show my love or all the thoughts I'm thinking of. No, no,
Yeah,
me can live with
yeah,
that.
I can accept that.
Because him said, because this life is no good alone. Since we have
I can
become
shed a
one,
tear at that
I've
if you
made
do
a
it
change.
sincerely. I look
Uh,
one tear we
yeah,
shed.
I've made a change. Everything I do now makes sense.
Sense.
All roads ends. End. All I
Your
do is
supply no
for you.
bad.
You understand me? I say, no, them song there, a song will make sense.
Sense, yeah.
You understand? I'm gonna find somewhere the one there with us
But
a
that
rhyme.
and then
You can read it for me.
yeah.
Sharon Marsh, good good
Good good
evening. I
night.
must say good
A
evening.
night
Good
no.
night, Sharon. You can read what Sharon
Christmas
said.
Sharon Marsh said Christmas is an ideal time to spread cheer and volunteer your time to help those who are in need. Beautiful. And if we do that then it feels more meaningful, you know.
I, I
I agree with you, Sharon.
I know Laura said it's commercialized, but
That's those
Laura, let me ask you, what would be the ideal mode of operating? Like I think Sharon, what Sharon
Sharon,
said
giving back
is
and
very good.
helping.
What would be the ideal mode of operating during this season? Say we take a, even if we included the commercial aspect of it, how would you what would be the most ideal way of us going about Christmas? Because it's supposed to be about giving, supposed about looking out for others. So what would be the most ideal thing you say we would do at this time of the year? We'll find some more of those realistic songs.
Yeah. Sharon said it for me though. My ideal thing. If you feel like, you're helping others, to feel happy and
Spread the joy.
appreciated. Yeah. Because and for example, like I'm gonna share experience. Like when we celebrate Christmas here at home in Kingston, because we have most of our family and relative in the country. When we celebrate it here in Kingston, we basically eat and feel overfull. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Exhausted and maybe do some little games or watch TV. Yes, but when you go in the country and everybody come together, you have the cooking out and you see relatives that you haven't seen for a while. It feels more meaningful. Even people coming that is not necessarily family, but they live with their plates and their
Mm-hmm.
juice. And you feel as if all right, you share and you do enjoy the company of others and you get so much stories and laughter. For me, that's Christmas. That's Christmas. But when you're like Christmas in Kingston is like I don't want to say selfish. Oh my god,
It
I don't want to say selfish
depends.
because there are some persons I want to think in Christmas who have families who come over and what have you, if all your family are here. But you feel like you have this big spread and you do eat and put back in the fridge and you
Mm-hmm.
just feel lethargic after,
Yeah,
and that's it.
but then that is why it's about sharing.
It's about
You can't
build. That's why I missed what Sharon said. Hit it.
look
All
what
right,
Laura
so
said.
Laura said, keep it quiet and do something for those in your community. Maybe a cookout or something that is needed. That as well,
and
you
that,
know.
and that is why I'm not lying to you. And Abigail, probably if she's still here, Abigail will probably agree with me. Christmas in country is nicer.
Yeah, Christmas in the country areas, I find it
I mean,
nice.
I'm
You
from
get so
Kingston,
much
but
joke.
me have
Oh
to
my
admit.
God, you get some stories. Even sometimes when you're from the country and you're carrying your family member that is from Kingston, our friends,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't necessarily want them hear a certain story. It's like the people them just willing to lay it all out at the feet, and sometimes you say, but you end up laughing anyway.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's fun. And there is this thing that I cannot understand. I no one call a bad name, but you know him, and
Mm.
Laura know him too. This young man, he's older than I am, but he's always drinking until that in walk and drop, you know, walk and drop, and then his way to his home is on the main road.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because after you come out lanes and to go hit me, I go on the main road. You know that main road is busy,
Mm-hmm.
and I wonder if I don't remember if he died. I think he's alive, you know. And it's like that main road is like a highway to how them fix it up down there. And me, I was just like, why is it that him have to drink until he must stagger? You
Mm-hmm.
understand? And then him always start some irrelevant things and behave. And then you always have another one when I'm so sober again, where I try correct him, but they're not in the place to correct each other. It's drama. It's
Good
weird
night,
and
Mr.
fun.
Mitchell.
Good night, Mr. Mitchell. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Long time. Good to have you.
My experience in town though is I mean, I say no, because where I grew up, be is one big yard
Yeah,
and it's all
family,
family.
please.
So I think I said this either
Before.
last year before that I could go to everybody's house and eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a certain vibe you get
Yeah.
when they are country. The country
Yeah.
Christmas,
It's
it just
just
different. I may be
different.
coming on the long drive for go West Malacca. That's
It's
the
not
only
so much
country,
the drive. That
you
is a
know.
part of it
Hmm.
too, and the green and everything. I mean, those if there's anybody who are Kingston and listen, and you haven't really been to the country, especially Christmas time. If you have a friend, even if you have no relative, but you have a good friend that goes on, take a trip, man, one at a time. Take a trip. It's a different type of experience. Even the mere fact to smell the mannish water and the cooking and the outdoor, there is a difference. The smell of the cooking outdoor and
Yeah,
taste
yeah.
of cooking on wood fire outdoor in the country, it tastes much better than when it's done on the stove. I'm telling you. Laura said something, and when you smell that curry goat with the little, as I said the other time, have a little rankness. It just have a different from the imported mutton that you get in the supermarket, you know. And then when you smell the manish water, oh my God, it's just nice. And the jokes that are cracked with the chef, and oh, it's lovely. It's lovely.
All right,
You
so
know.
I think some people drink as a way of coping with something,
Yeah.
not the right way, but that's how it seemed to go. That's true.
Yeah, that's so true. I
That's
think, and
true.
they let that thing. They'll do it more at the Christmas time for
So
sure.
So Lara says also England is depressing at this time of the year. Why? What happened?
Maybe it's a coldness, and you have to
Oh,
stay in the
because
winter, and you have to keep on the inside.
well, 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 maybe that's what we're thinking too. But
Yeah,
but I'd love to hear why Lara said because she just sent me a video. Oh, she posted a video. Says
that's his
it starts
sister.
snowing.
Hmm.
It starts snowing where she lives.
She's
But
excited
yeah, I mean I saw
because
the
she's a
kids going out
Jamaican
there playing in
girl.
the snow. But not like one go
I
mix
think because we are not
snow angels one day
we are not
soon.
used to that type of weather. We are
Mm.
excited about it because we're not going there to live in
You
it.
not like cool, so I don't know if
Me
you ever
not
manage
like
it.
cold. Me, I would have to dress up like an Eskimo, but I'm gonna enjoy myself. That's me though. If I decide I'm gonna be a part of it, I'm gonna enjoy myself. I
So,
can't tell you how long I will stay out there, but I either need some soup or some tea.
so like I said, right now, ice and snow on the ground. Can't go nowhere.
I remember one year Andre Hamilton went away, and I had so much fun with the thing that he posted. He was playing in the snow.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
if I
remember.
don't know if Andre is watching. I mean, I remember saying to you, "Whoa, I would want to experience that." You know, like they were making like balls, and then
Hmm.
Andre said, "I'm not staying too long in this." It was fun, but I think to live in it is a different story.
So Laura said
So I
it,
can understand what she's saying.
and just said right now. Yeah, she said the ice and snow and ice up on the ground. And she said dead cold.
And another thing
But
again,
what when
I
you
would be
supposed to
caught,
prepare for that, Laura?
and that's
Have
the
the
part I'm gonna say. I
proper
would be caught up.
suiting.
I
You
think
don't
I'm
want to go
caught
to
up
the
in the
door.
fashion part of it.
But the question though,
You
when you say
just
ice
caught
up on the
up.
ground, you mean like you're afraid they got slide and drop
Well,
and
I
lick some
heard
part
that's
of you.
dangerous. The sliding part of it is dangerous.
And I mean like even America,
She said it's dead cool. Oh yes, Rowan, tap into
run
guys.
so come to Florida cause it's just like Jamaica.
It says
But
well, isn't it cool though? It's not chilly. Florida is not chilly, Ron. I mean, I can't maybe because trust
I
me,
remember my grandfather
cold
by my
and
mom's
nice.
side told me that before he died, he and I was talking, and he said that in Canada, cause that's where he last resided.
Hmm.
Him say in Canada, when it snows, him can't him no chance to go out there because if him go out there and slide, he might drop and hurt himself because the ice is slippery. I mean, naturally ice is slippery. Um, but you want to say like even him said the worst part of it is not even the snow falling, is when the ice forms
Oh,
because the sidewalk are full of ice, the road are full of ice, and I know that they use this tractor something this
run right,
thing,
Florida sun
and
better.
them use the salt and break the ice down.
Yes.
Read the Laura
All
say.
right. So Laura said, plus there is so right. Plus there is so much less sunshine, so it get light about 8:30 a.m. and by 3 p.m. it dark.
Yeah, because
That's your
England,
type of weather.
because England normally once it, especially when in fall, it does cover the cloud and
Oh,
just come over.
yes. So Laura said it take your whole body clock out. Just see.
Yeah.
So Sharon said, freshly falling snow is beautiful. You appreciate the master creator. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's the part that gets us excited,
Mm-hmm.
Sharon. So Ron said, yeah, I get a little bit chilly, but not you can't not that you can't handle.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean that part of Florida sound like fun too. You know, like that thing where you say, okay, I can just put on a sweater or something
So Sharon,
as
just
well.
to make sure if you're not yet a subscriber, please you can go ahead and subscribe. And can tell us where you're from. We're not familiar with your name, but we're happy to have you. So you can tell us where you're hailing from. And those who
I
are
wonder
on
if your
it,
sister
you
full of
can like up the
Sharon.
live. No man, Sharon.
Sharon March. You know,
Oh, I
tell
pick
him
it
don't
up.
play with you, no
Oh
Sharon.
my.
Tell him not to play with
When
you.
she says stuff full of, I think still I think about Sharon full of. Forget.
No, it's she's married name
Sorry,
March.
sorry. Let me see if it's fair thing on the thing there. Sorry, Sharon. Yeah, Shannon's sister.
Of course.
Shannon. Oh,
I know
Sharon.
here,
I am so
Sharon. Me
sorry.
don't know how him
I
forget.
am so sorry, Sharon. I am so sorry. But
I
yeah,
know it's you.
forgive me. When you come back to Jamaica,
Beat him.
I'll say sorry. But those who are on it,
Yeah.
but those who are on the can like up the live, it helps us to be
Beat.
recognized by
But I think
YouTube.
I would like that part of it
I
where it
I definitely want
freshly
to go in the
fall.
snow.
I want to experience. One day I will.
Hmm.
But the slippery part of it, I don't know. I know that can be dangerous.
Yeah. But
Like
my
Mary.
but that's what my grandfather told me though. Him say because of the and then he was up in age. So him saying when it snows, them don't go out there. Don't him don't,
Totally?
like he hardly goes out. If he goes out,
Oh,
he goes in the vehicle and he
like
go where he want go.
arthritis
But
and
go walk up
so.
and down and
Yeah,
him
it's
don't do it.
dangerous
Yeah,
for the elderly.
yeah, they don't do it.
But don't they, I mean, Laura and or Sharon can answer. Don't they have somebody that comes to park it?
Sure, so she take your name off of the wheel. Please don't. I still want the gifts. Laura said, ice is very dangerous, especially black ice on the road.
Oh,
Black ice,
that
explain.
causes an accident. It becomes, it's not just,
As in, you don't see it.
it's right. So it seems like it's the road itself. I can imagine. Remember some movie we watched? Like we talk about movie a lot. We repent
She
here.
said, nobody fought the snow. You better
Oh,
carry
yeah.
your own shovel.
But I'm sorry for you,
Well, I know,
because you don't like two
but
them
I'm
two.
talking, but where the snow, the upon the main road or upon your, so for example, when I talk your
Your
driveway,
driveway.
I talk upon the main road. They don't have them tractor looking something they'll
That
come
dig it up.
and then throw salt on the ground.
Oh, salt.
We
Sea
see
salt?
we see it in a movie.
Yeah, that's what I said. Forgive us.
we don't we don't have the experience, but we see it in the movies.
And blizzard and those things.
So you
Man.
have a truck that grit the main road, but not snow plow. Oh,
Oh.
oh.
Man, I think because we're on the outskirt looking in, we see everything as funny here. But I think give us 2 weeks. I don't know for you. I don't
No,
like
man, I
cold,
love the
so
cold. I love the cold. Even though, I
but
mean,
I would like the fashion of
I turn on the
cuddle.
fan because not because for Michelle, but for me because when I
Yeah.
talk and I mean I sweat very
I'm
easily.
in long sleeve already.
But
Out
even in
of
the nights now, because it's so cool, Michelle
watch it go. But I leg it out.
she cover
I don't
up
mind.
she cover up in the big spread and me no really cover up on the
Last night I
spread.
slept in a shorts, a marina, and then a funnel night. That's how cold I was. And then
And you spread the thing.
our sheet is a quilt, and our bed.
I just love the cold.
It's cold, you know.
Um Laura said, I give you a day. Tops in the icebox. That's about 2 weeks. She said, did you say 2 weeks?
That's what we
Laura, I agree with you. She said, she said she give you a
Oh,
day in the
I think
icebox.
I'll find it fun for a while, Rod said, yes, they do what I used to live in New York. They do the main road. So, yeah, that's the first there.
Mm-hmm.
So, Laura said, you don't know cold yet. You see, I'm the person like this. I may murmur through it, but I'm gonna find something to laugh about. And I like the padding up still. But I don't know, cause if out here so cold.
And you know, when we think about it in a real life, it's supposed to wicked, you know.
Every
Because I'm not
day.
lying to you. What we're feeling now, if we could have feel this right through the year, Jamaica would have nice.
Yeah.
But as Lara said, we not
The ice, the
it's
walk
nothing
on the
compared to
ice.
what you guys are feeling overseas. But Ron isn't further, so it's not really Alma feel like a cool
A little
breeze.
cool breeze, rock climbing so nice.
And that to me all right, but I think I think everybody must experience something,
Yeah, you know.
over time.
But I wonder if you get used to it though, the cold of it.
Lord, I get used to it, she did all her life. And just so like she don't get used to
Though,
it all life.
yeah.
Mm.
But I mean, maybe I make hell out of the fashion there.
I think that's gonna be your part
I
in it.
think that's my part.
And that is why
Dress up like
I
Eskimos
think when it comes on to vacationing, a lot of persons come to Jamaica.
to the
No matter how
tropics
them here say,
or
why,
Florida.
it's violent and this and that. And the truth is, and I wish everybody could have heard this all around the world. Jamaica, the violence that is happening, it is targeted. In other words, you can walk the street of Kingston, nobody not gonna just pound spy and just whatever. Except like if a downtown, you have people are robbing. But if you walk through Harvard Tree, it's rare. You know, gotta just find people just bounce upon you and juke you and take your
And
things.
that is maybe like from 6 to 10.
Yeah.
So no matter look like, okay, 11 o'clock you can pass and
Yeah,
this.
but I have had to come home from
Honestly,
work
the
hours
country
and
areas
nights.
are worse than Kingston. But I
Right.
don't even want to go on that negative turn,
No, in the
honestly.
sense that in
People
the
gonna
sense that
forget farewell.
even as much as they hear that boy, because for example, the Canadian government posted something and said, when you come to Jamaica, do this, do that. There's the curfew is gonna be that way. Be mindful of this,
Oh, they're
be
making it
mindful of that.
worse.
No, telling people what to be mindful of, which is good because you want to, if you're going to come
Be
to
street
go
smart,
somewhere,
yeah.
please. But I find no matter all the way here, people
Jamaica
still are
more.
come to Jamaica. Yeah, you probably gonna hear like for this tourist this winter season, where you're probably like 2-3 million people still coming to Jamaica over the period to visit.
You just have to know your environment and where you're going and traveling to and from. And those people that are doing, they have their own private vehicle, they have the this.
No matter the visitors,
Mm-hmm.
right? They come up to
Them
Jamaica
have
and
it
them
all
come for
figured
the
out.
sun because our sun really really cold, and I guess 2 weeks of sun
Is
is
enough.
helpful because most of them spend like 2 weeks. I met a guy at Jamaica, Grand,
Mm-hmm.
and him say he was like spending like a month, and that's a lot of money, but I guess he could afford it. So I was just saying that even as much as they hear that Jamaica has its situation, whatever, people are still coming to Jamaica. One, I guess to the people for the but
for,
mainly for the
for the
sun.
sun.
For
All right, so
out.
Laura said, it's not. Oh, Pastor. So Laura said, we're planning to come to Jamaica in 3 years' time to stay. We must talk, sis. We
Not
must talk.
yes, yes, yes. We definitely have a
Yeah.
conversation. But um, I'm just saying though that Christmas to me is just one of the best seasons.
Yeah.
The Christmas singing and the carols is nice too. But you have to just stay once
Yeah,
a
but you
year.
know, family are going to know group I got before there, but not a
Caroling,
caroling.
no, that will not
Yes.
happen.
Somebody might just land you with some cocoa with them up out of them bed.
Well, I don't. Before we read what Sharon said, do you know that in Jamaica, you have, I see that in America, like, but trick or treat.
Ah.
You know, trick or treat in Jamaica.
I
The
think they
only
tried
people
it
do
a
it,
year ago at Hope Gardens. I don't know how
the
about me.
only
I've
people do
not
it
seen
are
it.
the rich people, them, who live in the gated community. So they just walk, so they probably allow them children to walk around and just do that. But you're not going to have a trick or treat down at Tivoli and a trick or treat down
Shut
in Stone.
softly.
You understand? People just don't say them be about it, and yeah,
First
still
of all, I
it's
believe in
still
Halloween,
uptown.
so
It's just
no,
foolish system.
nobody can come trick or treat. Whereas if I'm in some costume and turn up on my desk spooky, what? Me sound Valentine?
You sound violent.
But I true though.
But the most the
The
more
truth is, Jamaica don't deal with surprises. Don't play. Boy, you come surprise on Jamaican, and I know costume or something. Your bully can't get up back. One friend knock out.
but the truth is, I think we're slowly getting
I
Americanized.
don't endorse that at all.
We don't, but we're slowly getting Americanized because when you check it out, everything America do, we jump, we seemingly jump at it. Sharon says
Run and laugh. Why you being called? One knock.
Jamaican cool is nothing to be compared
Weird.
with winter in the northern hemisphere. I agree. I
Mhm.
agree. I agree. In the sense that you guys live in it, so they can can
Yeah.
more testify about it. But I genuinely want to, you know, make some snowman.
And we will. One day we'll experience it. It's good to experience different things.
Hmm.
I mean, I know. I mean, in my younger days, I think I would have been more up to say maybe living it. I mean, I know for now because almost me react to cold nowadays. Whatever only because
All right,
I
so
know, man.
we were talking about like love songs, guys, that along with Christmas cards, but we're also looking at some of the love songs that are realistic and some that are downright um unrealistic, just to
Some
say the
people don't have
least.
no time for metaphor. You know, so some people don't listen then.
All right, so this is a good one
I have
though.
no time for the
This
metaphor
is
and
when I fall in
context.
love by Gordon Jenkins. This is when I fall in love, it will be forever. Or and I always sing for, but it says or I'll never fall in love in a reckless world like this is love is ended before it's begun, and too many moonlight kisses
Moonlight.
seem to cool in the warmth of the sun. When I give my heart, it will be completely. I'll never give my heart. Um, and the moment I can feel that you feel that way too is when I fall in love with you. Ah, give me a high five.
Me have to listen so good, forget it good.
You know, get it good. You always hear it.
Really?
Yeah. When I fall in love, it will be
Oh, I don't
forever.
wonder. I think
I
most of the
don't
time I get kind of the
with
music.
you, but you see, that's a good one.
Air
Um,
Supply good too. They're
yeah,
clean and
yeah. So when we hear there are certain love songs that we were pointing out to guys that it's really unrealistic. And I mean, Monica singing about "I'll cross the ocean for you." That's not true. She not cross the ocean for nobody.
listen.
That's not
Some
true.
woman you can't pretend
And
with them
you
stuff.
have Celine Dion says, "If do I have to get water from the moon? How is that possible?" But
Yeah.
I mean, and it's metaphorical and whatever. But I don't know. I'm just kind of over it now still.
Yeah. I think some people chance them thing because they know them other person already. Cause people don't have no time for some all of that, right? That's all right.
All right, but it brings the question. he brings a question, and we soon close the line. But he brings a question: do you find that people born in the 90s, like in the 80s, late 80s,
I'm a
90s?
70 person.
Oh, 70, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
70.
forget? If
God
you're
have mercy.
young.
Anyway, do you find that the people in our age group are more romantic than the
Nowadays,
nowadays
like we had more
youngsters?
patience for the touchy feeliness of love. These people nowadays, like, maybe
There's
life so
no
hard, the people
there's
like
no
can't bother go around
there's
the
no
bullshit.
depth in their
Oh, on that
expression
one.
of love. You understand me?
It's
And of
hard
course,
because their face is too much like this. You know, have time to look at each other to feel love. Look at it.
we're gonna have a live on that, you know. We're gonna talk about. I mean, I think we did something. We did a bit about dating in the 21st century.
Most love is
But
expressed through this phone.
yeah, I think we're going to touch upon that. Like, and I hope we get some
We
people
could do that next
to
week,
come talk about it. Yeah,
Come
the
and
the
share with
the the,
us.
the, the, the
The, twen- the 20th
social
century
dating.
expression
Yeah,
of the
right.
love.
But I find that people in my age group,
And the 80s too, early 80s too.
yeah,
And you have some the truth is
express
you have some
themselves
old soul,
more
you know.
romantically.
Some old
You
souls in the
understand?
90s.
I mean, even if you can't buy surprise, you're expected with a brand new red Rolls Royce. But we usually do some simple things, like even just for have one chocolate, when you eat a chocolate, you just leave half fight and you can't come give.
What? Nowadays I'm telling you, where go this?
You
We're gonna
might buy
spoil up my
one
teeth.
one.
Not even all I want. You come spoil up my teeth. Make my smile too good. Listen, sometimes you listen to the young. Maybe we need to get Shannon to come. My sister, the little one. And some other young person.
Yeah, a whole lot of young people that love it. I love to hear
They
them.
need to come on and
What
advise.
because for example, you have a whole lot of apps for dating. Um, and they don't date face to face as much, and that's what put people in a lot of problem.
Laura.
Mm-hmm.
So Laura said, how can they be debt when most of them don't even know their girlfriend face without makeup? True.
Laura hit the
True.
nail
Oh, we
on
did
the
something
head.
similar that we talk about that
Yeah,
part then. You were so bad.
hit the nail on the head.
They say, hey, who are you?
And then probably Sharon can and then probably Sharon can even go a
Yeah.
little deeper,
Deeper.
right? I mean, I don't do people do men send roses to them girl anymore?
No, but I do well with a big bunch, you know.
Say
It
say the
smell
send
of.
hint, yeah,
But I
send
can
hint
make
to
have a
me.
tree outside, but enough to be roses.
Yeah,
Yeah,
send
me
hint
another.
to me.
How about yourself here?
But it is a season for giving, it's a season
Season.
for sharing, and it's a season for love, because that I think that is it, that is the main purpose for Christmas. Love, sharing and giving.
And put a
Um
smile on someone else's
and
face.
a lot of people
That's it.
and a lot of people tend to want to forgive them enemy
And
in a them time, yeah.
yeah.
Christmas season and leading up to New Year, because they don't want to go in a New Year
And as they
having the
see that
enemy.
they're alive, then take it up back February. It needs to stop though, you know?
Okay, I heard that topic too. Laura said, oh, you read the first one, makeup.
Mm.
Not unless it's on oh, I wanna ask about it been sending Rose the emoji, said not
Yeah.
unless it's on TikTok.
You can so lovely
And
ones.
Sharon said absolutely. Yeah. Because you see, the Sharon, if you don't mind me prying into your bit, tell us what was your experience like in terms of Henry. I think her husband name is Henry. When Henry was courting you, and what was the nice things that he did. I give you a couple seconds to think about it. I can share quickly. Um, but I find that a lot these days, a whole heap of people,
Mhm.
they are bouncing from one relationship to another,
Oh, no.
and they just can't seem to find
Yeah.
realness.
And you could ask Kosu, you could ask Ron,
Yeah.
how would he in this century if he feels the pressure of
Is he old
courting?
fashioned?
Yeah, and because he's seeking,
Yeah.
he expressed that he would like to get married and
Right.
stuff.
Tell us,
So
Ruan.
if
It,
he's feeling pressured in approaching young
mm,
ladies, 'cause he's going in church now too, so the pressure does also too. So
yeah. You can tell us, Ruan. What is it like? Um, you know, is it oppression? Is it to make a first impression? And what would that first impression look like?
yeah, to approach a lady.
Because the truth is, young people nowadays do things completely different, and it
Different.
kind of feel weird that I'm saying young people nowadays because I can't believe I'm that old. Jesus and Jesus.
I think you have people nowadays who actually goes to YouTube to Google how to approach their date. I think
But
they do.
I think the bigger problem with that then comes because them, like in I mean we learn in the African proverb or in the African olden times that it took a generation, it took a village to grow
To grow
children. And at the
children.
same time, what you should have is that there's a passing down of certain values. I don't think that the values that were from before time, I don't think those values have been
Ron and
passing
Sir.
down.
Yeah.
I don't think it. Ron said definitely I feel a lot of pressure because for once I'm very shy. For one, I'm very okay, you're very shy.
Yeah. So the pressure is on.
Mm. Ron, I hope you watch the video on the shy guy that we did. Very informative. You can check it out.
Yeah, but I mean they can still
Yeah, but let me give you some okay before we get to Sharon.
come into your
Um,
own.
but the thing about being shy and everyone is, to me, being shy is not a bad thing. However, you have to then still look and see who is worth your time and the effort.
For you to go on that limb.
Right. And when you spin, and if you see her, all you have to be yourself. Be yourself. Don't bother. No use nothing to impress. Start the conversation with a simple "Hi, how are you?" I know some men use lyrics and thing, but for
Leave
me,
the lyrics until
you want to
you
just
put
show
in.
your realness. I mean, I talk. Yeah, go in and tell her, "Oh,
I'll
I
climb the
can
old
I can
mountain
Makachini and I bring the
and
ocean to
swim the
you." And
ocean.
no, you
That's
just go
what
in
we're
and say,
basically
"Hi,
saying.
I am Ruan. How are you? What's your name? Yada yada." And start a conversation. And I think if the person is interested, you're going to know with her by the first couple of sentences
And
that she
he does.
said.
You do have an upper hand, cause because what you can do, and I think that all ladies, if they're a woman and they're tall, they would like this. Invite the person to lunch. You're a chef, and I see what you have been doing, and
Oh,
it's just excellent what you're doing.
the way
And
to a
any
woman's heart is
lady in
also
their
her
right
belly.
mind will not say no. If you prepare, no, you prepare those things that I see you prepare. You prepare something like that
Yeah,
for a
Ron is a
lady.
nice
You will
thing.
have a foot in. You'll get a fair chance.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a upper advantage right there.
So Laura said the village isn't real again
I was able to address that too.
because people are more concerned with
They're more
how things look
villains.
more than how things actually are. Yeah, if a guy too shy, he gonna miss the girl.
May have
um,
hope for
that
cause.
and the truth is, Ruan, where Lara said is facts, and that is why I'm saying, if you see the one that you want to approach, don't waste no time.
Yeah, and you look good because not
And
because you're my cousin, but you look as a woman, you look real good,
there
and
you
you
go.
cook real well. The way you do your stuff, come on, man, just lean into that and step
But you have to
through.
make sure you have to observe enough,
Yeah,
long enough
make sure
to
someone
know
will
if this
worth it
person
too.
worth it.
Make sure it
Right?
worth
So when you go in and you have the conversation, and you can tell, you can tell
by
if this
speech.
person is who you really want to spend time with, just by talking to the person.
Yeah,
And if you don't make it, Ruan, just don't say, all right, you don't make it.
and what I would advise you to do, keep that part of it old school, your approach. Not so much on the phone because anybody can sound good on the phone. You have spell check, you have, so the phone can speak nice to people.
Face to face.
Face to face. If it's even one good meeting before you allow your heart to get in it, have a sit down.
Yeah, man, face to face. So Sharon says back in her day it was roses and chocolate.
Yeah, back in the day. And that was good too,
Yeah.
When things were simpler, see the yeah and nay like BB wine and said for real.
So
it's kind of.
So Laura says, yes, Ruan. If you are a chef, you will definitely have a pick. So
he's a good chef. By profession too.
Ruan,
Because
you have a lot going for you. You as well with us. Make sure whoever it is worth your time.
And Sharon said it was roses and chocolate. You know what I get to understand? The dating thing is now where the ladies are going. According to one of our neighbor down the road, they're wearing Campus Life, his son. The young lady hit up his son, and I got said to him, son, oh hi, do you have what?
Do you drive?
Mm-hmm. Or do you own a home? And what have you?
No. She asked him if he drive. So I asked her, do you drive?
Yeah. Wait, she yes. She said, do you drive? And do you own a home?
No, man. Him asked her about the home.
No, she asked those two questions. Okay. So afterward, now the young man said, before I answer you, do you drive? Do you own a home? And in block her.
Mm-hmm.
In block her. And it's like that's a series of things what is happening now.
So what she wanted to hear, if he was foolish enough to answer, I said yes, because he has his own
and
place.
He basically owns his own.
But him said based on the fact that that's the question you asked me, we know you the plan. And he must block her. No further conversation.
Guy, you see the guy and like the guy, and that's the conversation.
You ask him if he have car,
if he have car and he have place. And the irony of the situation is that look what you do because of his parents, you do.
Mm-hmm. So Laura said, Ron said that is so true, but you know what's funny? The ladies here, they are more tend to eat out. Yeah, but which woman would not want to dine in?
Yeah.
When some, especially known, you're known to be a chef, but you still have.
And maybe what he could do to get, if it's somebody that is worth the effort, and you want to get in to know her more. Well, yeah, that makes you dine out one at a time, and then on that date now you promise her to either make lunch or dinner or something. Because at the end of the day, ladies appreciate that. But I can understand what you're saying. If they love to eat out, yeah. But a good and well-thinking woman would love to see that a man can prepare something good.
Yeah.
And you have all of the bashy Jamaican dish and recipe ready. Throw it pan her like that with the food, man.
Laura says face to face in broad daylight and look good. So yeah, but that really from here. So make sure a broad daylight, because the night will hide what you don't want to see, want to be seen. And says, so show them how to eating. Yeah.
Yeah.
They love eat out, but she's saying she don't want to eat it. And Ron said, I'm going to have to come to Jamaica and get my wife. Ron, that's another topic.
Another topic.
That's another topic.
They're like a little American.
No, but I agree with him. The Jamaican ladies are you may find more realistic ladies than plastic ladies in Jamaica.
Yeah, by looking in the right place.
Yes, because I can assure you that there are ladies out here who are in a profession, and I've heard me literally hear leaders say they're at the point where they don't say want a man we're rich and splash and dash their money. They want somebody who they can relate to, who can appreciate what they bring to the table, who can appreciate what they contribute,
Mhm.
and not necessarily somebody that have to give them.
Yeah, and somebody who to wear their they come from work tired can cook a good meal. I
Exactly.
notice a lot of proper Jamaican ladies appreciate those
Mm-hmm.
things.
All right. So Sharon says, um, okay. Oh, Laura says definitely gonna get real, more
More
real
realness.
in Jamaica. That's true. That is true. Sharon says also, it is very important that we, as parents, speak to our young people. The
Yeah.
young young person who was asking those questions have more materialistic objective
Objective.
and interest. That is so true. That is so true, right? And what we appreciated though was the wisdom of this young man.
Yeah.
Those are the two questions I asked. I repeat them
And
and
black
then I block you
black
because I
card.
know what you're about. You understand? So yeah,
So not easy for the young man them in college neither where, I finish up and scout out and whatnot. It's not
yeah,
easy.
because I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I have heard a lot of persons who have been professionals who did not um, pay much attention to their kind of social life, if you want to say,
Oh.
and they were just focused on career. And when them reach 30 and above, them have everything, but they have nobody to share it with. You understand me? So the truth is, it is. I believe. I mean, once you have established a certain way, and you begin to date and whatever, you go want somebody
Yeah.
to spend
Spend the
the
time
time
with.
with. You understand me? But it is important, especially in this time, that you must know what you're looking for. And when you find it, the person you must know
Grab
say
it.
it is what it is,
Mhm.
and make sure somebody the person is worth the time,
The time. It's true.
because it is just
Sharon.
so unreal out there nowadays. Um, his response was on point.
Yeah, it's true.
Exactly what we think, Sharon. His response was on point. If that is what you bring, if that's what you may just
Desire.
attack and that's what you say, okay, we'll see where you depend. But I want to just say we want to say thanks to everybody who came on.
Yeah.
Um, we
Listening.
could do this all night, believe in me. But when we
We
leave the
want
video,
others to watch the video
when we leave
after.
the video, press by say, oh, conversation released 1 hour. Oh, but I know once them start listening, just like how we are here having a
Yeah.
conversation, they're not gonna want to stop listening. But other persons sometimes all the time to watch the entire length of the
Once
video.
they see it lent to them, say,
Yeah. But really appreciate you guys, everybody coming
yes,
on.
we do.
Laura, we're gonna make sure that we're on every Sunday night
Mhm.
because Laura is gonna be present, Rowan is gonna be present,
Sharon.
Abigail is gonna be
If
present.
everybody comes in,
We have a
we're
lot more
gonna have a lot more
persons.
press because people keep coming
But
and stuff, but we appreciate
and that's
every
how we're
one of
gonna
you.
keep it. We're gonna keep it steady.
Yeah.
But really appreciate you guys. Really appreciate the conversation.
And
Really
thanks,
appreciate your
Ron, for
input.
always being there.
Next week we're gonna look at the 21st century type of dating, or the 2022 dating using the apps and whatever, and hear from persons. I hope we get some more younger persons on and hear from persons what their view is on the whole situation. Just before we close, Sharon, a good night. Have a good night. Same to
Same
you.
to you.
Same to
Same
you,
to you.
Laura.
Thanks.
Good morning,
Rowan.
Laura. Laura, good. Rowan, good night. Abigail, thank you for coming on.
Yes.
So Mitchell, thank you for coming
Oh, Mr.
on.
Mitchell as well. Yes.
Laura, so love it again, guys. You're dropping great.
Thanks.
You're doing great. Looking forward to next week. Same here. Same here. Who else was there? Cause what you don't miss somebody. Yeah,
So
Rowan,
it's
Abigail,
Laura, Abigail,
so
Sharon,
Mitchell.
Ron. Yeah, Mr.
Yeah.
Mitchell.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Carlene, Marlene, and all of you guys.
Yeah,
Miss you
we'll
as
miss you guys. But
usual.
I guess we'll see you next week. But
Mm.
guys, blessings and until another live.
My Lord.
Until we'll look out for a midweek video, of course. And blessings. See you on the other side.
Yeah, good night, sis. Good night.